this is Nightbird Tarot. I'm here to do your monthly reading for September 2025. This will be a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're new here, welcome. If you like my readings, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want. By being a subscriber, I will be giving some bonus readings out to you in the near future. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and commenting as well, as I really appreciate that. So Leo, what we're going to do here is I'm going to be looking at the recent past, your present moment, the near future, what you don't see coming, and what are the obstacles for you for the month of September. So let's call in spirit. Okay, feel free to fast forward through the shuffling, Leo. I hope that you're doing well for the month. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you for the month here. Angels, guides, ancestors, the most important message for the sign of Leo for the month of September 2025, please. Again, this will be a general reading that may or may not resonate with you, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Angels, guides, most important message for the sign of Leo, please, for September 2025, please. Okay, Leo. For the challenge for the month of September, you have the Five of Swords in the reverse position. So with the Five of Swords being reversed, it makes me feel like you maybe have gotten through some type of conflict. But the challenge is that you may be exposing some type of false friend or somebody that really is not in your corner. You may be feeling like what the challenge is that the person that you thought was your ride or die is not necessarily that person. It makes me feel like I've had a friend like this where you thought the friendship was much larger than it actually is, but when it came to difficulty or needing really somebody to be there for you, you realized that that person was not your person. So you're exposing basically a false friend. So that might be the challenge for you this month, is that you're realizing that this person is not your ride or die. This is not your person that is going to be there for you when you're weathering a storm of some sort. They're only there for the superficial. And it feels like this friend you're going to be exposing, or you're going to be exposed to that type of relationship. So that might be your challenge for the month. In the recent past, we have the Seven of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Death card in the reverse position. It feels like with the Death card being reversed here, there could be some type of bad situation or turbulent change that you've gone through in the past. Some type of situation where you had to sit and contemplate on what your next move was going to be. You could have been very let down by something. There was a bad situation where you were let down by something, but you definitely you became stronger because of it, with the Seven of Wands here. So with the Seven of Wands being upright, there's victory or winning over some type of struggle that you went through. So there was some type of turbulent change that you went through where you may have felt a great loss with the Five of Cups here in the recent past, where there might have been even a marital disappointment. So there could be an end of a marriage. a regret, an imperfect relationship, or some type of loss that you've gone through that was, there was a transformative change for you. But you beat the odds and you're now standing on top of the world here is what I'm feeling. Or you got through this hardship. And it feels like perhaps the challenge for the month is that you're exposing a false friend that wasn't there for you during that time of turbulent change, during that time of disappointment within a relationship where you became victorious through the struggle. You definitely stood in your power getting through that transformative time. At the present moment, we have the High Priestess in the reverse position, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse position, and the Hanged Man. So it feels like, and this could be Pisces energy, the Hanged Man, you're seeing things in a new perspective now currently, the way that you have not seen things before. The Six of Pentacles makes me feel like you may be going through a situation where you're unsure about your finances at this time. There could be some mishandling of finances, or you may be just kind of holding on to your resources at this time because you are seeing things in a new perspective. The High Priestess here is also in the reverse position. We'll go back and clarify what this is about. You may be holding back your true feelings about what really happened to you in the past, in the recent past. But we'll go back and clarify why you may be holding back your true feelings. You are definitely holding on to your assets at this time and seeing things in a different perspective. You went through some type of struggle in the recent past, some turbulent change here, where there was a loss of some type of emotion here, and you needed to be strong through this, and you did fight through it, and you were victorious. In the near future, I have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse position and the World card in the reverse position. It feels like unfinished business is going to be coming up for you in the near future, where you're going to have to deal with this. And it could be that you're dealing with unfinished business with an Aries or a person that is ambitious, a leader type, very strong. And then we have the Page of Cups here as well in the reverse position. This person could be very selfish, a secretive person, a liar, a lazy person that you're having to deal with, that there is unfinished business, Leo. In the shadow, for what you don't see, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. You may be having some impatience when it comes to dealing with this situation, with this person of unfinished business, this liar, this deceiver, this manipulator, this emperor that kind of has a hold over you where you have unfinished business. You may be becoming impatient because there's been little progress. Perhaps this could be a marriage where you're waiting to see the end of it or the divorce, but there's been little progress in this situation. There's been definitely a turbulent change where this person has let you down in the past. The present moment here, though, you're kind of safeguarding your materials, your money, seeing things in a new perspective. Let's go back and clarify. And this could be the false friend. This is the challenge, that you thought this person was your ride or die, and they're definitely not. But it also feels like this could be somebody else that you thought was your friend that is going to be the challenge for this month. Or it could be family that you thought would support you, and they're just not. Clarify the recent past, please, Spirit. Please clarify the recent past for Leo. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Please clarify the present moment. We have the Hierophant. And please clarify the near future, please, Spirit. And we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, there's a broken family here in the near future. There's definitely an end of a home, a family situation, something like that that's coming up in the near future. Um, Clarifying the recent past here where you've had a turbulent change, a marital disappointment, something where you walked away victoriously. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. With the Eight of Pentacles, it feels like you're done nurturing this situation. You put a lot of work into this. You tried very long time with the situation, and now it's time for you to walk away is what I'm feeling with the Seven of Wands here. After this disappointment, after this huge transformation, you done everything that you possibly could do to nurture and help the situation to grow. The Hierophant is in the reverse position for the present moment. The Hierophant can have different meanings here. What I'm feeling like, what it's meaning for you, Leo, is you're not conforming to the traditional role. In other words, you're not conforming to maybe a marriage, okay, where it's supposed to be till death do you part. You're going outside of the box. You're going into unorthodox ways. You may be looking at things that are more unorthodox. You may be having a spiritual awakening of some sort where you're really seeing things for how they really are. Leo, it feels like you're holding on to your assets at this time as well. And really safeguarding yourself and your mind here. You're holding back your true feelings about what you really feel in order to be strong and see things in a different perspective. It feels like you are on a verge, again, of a spiritual awakening of some sort here in unorthodox ways. Maybe not staying with this person till death do you part, etc. In the near future, I do see the Ten of Cups here in the reverse position, which makes me feel like a broken home, a broken family. There could be financial loss with the Ten of Cups here in the reverse position. And this may be what you're waiting for, is the end of some type of friendship or disruption of your normal routine here. There's definitely a family dynamic here where there's an ending, but there's unfinished business with this, and you're sitting here waiting and deliberating on this in the near future. We do have the Queen of Cups here in the shadow for what you don't see in the upright position. This makes me feel like this is you. You're a kind and caring person. You're devoted. You're imaginative. You're definitely a gifted personality type. You give to others. Your heart is on your sleeve, in other words. You may love the ocean as well. You may get energy from water. Let's pull two more, please. What is the conclusion of this reading, please, Spirit? Okay. So there's going to be a delay in the way that you get into your new life. I definitely see new life as wanting to bloom for you. But you're going to have some struggles in order to get things off the ground, to get things to where you want them to be. With the Ace of Wands in the shadow, it makes me feel like you're unable. There's a delay in plans. There's a delay in a journey. There is a collaboration perhaps that is having a hard time getting off the ground. And then we have the Ace of Swords here, which makes me feel like there is great potential here. There is power. There is a situation to victory. You have a lot of determination. And I definitely feel like you have a lot of determination in order to begin the new life that you want to, but there are delays. There is unfinished business that's going to be coming up for you, Leo, that you'll need to finish in order to move on to your new beginning. Let's pull a message from the universe to finish up your reading. Angels, guides, ancestors, what is the message from the universe for the sign of Leo for the month of September 2025, please. Okay, so it says the journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience and strength and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over. Hold on. And that's what this is all about. You've been waiting to move on, and you've been very determined in order to start a new beginning. But there is unfinished business that you need to take care of here in the near future. With this family dynamic, this family strife, this Emperor, perhaps Aries energy, where there's a broken type of relationship here. So the journey wasn't the smoothest and it wasn't the most pleasant. It says, the wait is almost over, so hold on. So that's the message I have for you, Leo. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love to hear from you how this resonates in the comments section. I hope you have a wonderful month. Namaste.